Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial because I have a date tonight. So this is going to be a little bit more full on, I guess, and a little bit more flirty than I would usually go for my everyday look. I have just woken up from a nap after work and for some reason my face is like bright red and like burning, and I don't know, this has happened like the last couple days and I just don't know if I'm like having an allergic reaction to something. I'm trying to figure it out. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit more today to try to cover this, because obviously that's not cute for a date. But I guess we all have things that come up, before dates, and then you look like this. So here we are, but going either way. So let's jump right into it. All right, so I'm just gonna start off with a bit of concealer. I use Bare Minerals concealer. I have like none left, and my beauty blender kind of died recently. So we're just gonna use our finger to apply this today and hopefully just get rid of some of this redness. So I don't look like my skin is just rashy. And then it's also, I've been on my period and I've been breaking out so bad, and I don't know what's going on with my skin. I usually have really good skin and have worked really hard to kind of balance my hormones and get things under control. And then, things like this happen and you're like, what's going on? So, just, you don't need very much of this, just a little bit really helps cover things up. So, I mean, as you can see, that like looks so much better. And then I'm gonna go in with my foundation, which I said in my previous video, I don't really do much with foundation just because I do have freckles and it doesn't look the best when I cover them, in my opinion. But I do just use, it's called Melaleuca, and it's a mineral powder foundation, and it's very light, but it does just help kind of take some of the shine away and, cover some of the rash, especially with the help of my concealer. So that'll be good, I think. I think it'll do the trick. So hopefully that keeps it covered for this look. Sorry everyone, forgot my contour kit in my bathroom and the lighting in there is atrocious. So I usually do my makeup in my room. It's not the best lighting, but it's a little bit better than what my bathroom gives me. So what can you do? So now I go in, with the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, and I will do just a bit of this color down here on my cheeks, and that just gives like a bronzy look, and it's pretty low-key. And I usually take that up my temples and then across my cheekbones, and I will also take a bit of it right along my hairline. And then, because I'm lazy, I take this end of my brush, which is a little bit thinner. It's not that thin. I would honestly recommend, if you're not as lazy as me, use your contour brush. But I just take some of this middle color here and put a little on my brush, and then just go down my nose, and that just kind of, I feel like, thins it a little bit. Just take a little bit, go down, and just adds like a shadow, come across. And then I also take that middle color and I go under my cheekbones. And that just adds like a little illusion of a shadow. Makes you look like you have more defined cheekbones. All right. Then I will usually take some of this third one, I don't know why I do it in this way, but I think either one is fine. And I just kind of define my chin just a little bit, go along my jawline. And just gives you a little, once again, a little bit of shadowing. Now, this is what we need tonight. I'm gonna use some of this banana color here in the middle. Pick up a decent amount of product, and then underneath is where I'm gonna put that, and right along the jawline here. And I usually will use either this banana color or this color over here. It depends on the day. Today, because I am so red in the face, I am gonna use this banana color. And then I'm also gonna take that color and put it under the eyes, kind of in this triangle type shape. And come along my upper cheekbones. Then I'm gonna take the same color and just go a little bit down the nose, a bit on the forehead. So that is basically it. And then I will take some of this highlight color. And I love this because it's not too highlighty. And for me, with the freckles, if I use one of the really shimmery highlighters, it's so apparent, where this just gives like a nice little glow. And I take a bit and I just do like the tip of my nose. Okay, that's about it. All right, so now let's get into the eyeshadow. So I think tonight I want to do a little bit more of a shimmery color. So just looking at my palettes, deciding what I want to do. You know, it's fun to get a little bit more dressed up. So I do want to go a little bit flirtier. So I am obsessed with the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. So I am going to take this Nectar, which is pretty shimmery, get product on, and then I'm just gonna put that all over my eye as like a base. So I just do it all over my eyelid. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Bellini, which, as I said in my previous video, obsessed with this color. And this one, I'm also going to do almost all over my eye, but not quite as far towards my tear duct. So next, I'm going to do this Peach Pit color, because I do want to make it a little bit more dramatic than I usually would. And so I come from the corner more in with this color. So as you can see, it gives a pretty defined, a little more defined than I probably would have liked, but you know, I tend to just like roll with the punches. So I'm gonna take more of like a blending brush and blend this out a bit, make that line a lot softer because it was pretty harsh. So blend that out with just a blending brush. And then this is what I love. So right now we have a pretty good like purple theme going on. I am obsessed with the Naked Heat palette, and I love this color Enfugo, I guess is what it's called. And then I also love this shimmery color Scorched. So I'm first just gonna go in with some of the Scorched just to add a red tone to my eye, because it really warms it up a bit. And I just like feel like it's very sexy to have a bit of red and like that golden color. So I love building on shades. So you might have purpley tones, but then you build on them with a bit of red, or vice versa. And I love that duality because I love the like warmth of the reds, but the coolness of the purple. I don't know. It's just like something that I've always done. And then I'm gonna take this red Infugo or whatever, and I'm gonna do the corner with it and just kind of blend that in with that purple that I had previously done. And then with this one, I am just gonna drag it down along my waterline because I love the way that this color looks along my waterline. So now, this is something that I've started doing recently and have really liked how it's been coming out. Instead of doing like a stark line for eyeliner, I've been actually just kind of blending it out, and for some reason I still feel like this looks too harsh. So once again, whenever I have like a really harsh line that I don't like, I go in with like a really natural color. So in this case, I'm going in with this Georgia color from the Sweet Peach palette. And then I'm just like kind of softening this out a little bit with that, because I just don't like super harsh lines. And so I'm just kind of blending it all in so that you don't get such a harsh line. So we'll see how this goes, but I've been using, so like this Tempting color, which is basically like a charcoaly black color. And I will go in right along my waterline up until here and just kind of smudge it out a little bit. And I just feel like instead of using eyeliner, it's like a little sexier and a little smokier. And there's just, it's, I don't know, it's like mysterious or something. I almost feel like when I do this though, I have to be more careful, because if it does get everywhere, I feel like it's almost more problematic than eyeliner. It's not as easy to fix, in my opinion. So I just kind of smoke it out a little bit like that. So as you can see, just a little smokier versus this eye. So now let's do it on the other eye. And for some reason, the only thing I will say about the Peach palette is it gets everywhere always. I always have some sort of like residue, and then it does not come off. So I'm actually gonna go and deal with this, because as you can see, it looks like I have a black eye. But I will be back in a minute. But as you can see how nice that like smudgy look looks. I'm just obsessed, but yeah, we need to sort this. So I will be back in a minute with this sorted out. Okay, we are back. As I said, I don't know why, but that palette specifically, if you have too much product on your brush and you kind of are, you know, fiddling around, whatever, for whatever reason, it gets on your face and it doesn't come off. It's like certain palettes you just kind of brush away and then they're gone. For whatever reason, this one, it just like will not go away, and you have to literally take off all your makeup. And even then, I was taking it off and it's smudging. I was like, I'm in my hair now. Like, I don't understand. So that is my only critique with that. So make sure that you're not having too much product on your brush, because it just turns into a nightmare. So next thing I'm gonna do though is my eyebrows. I do a bit more when I'm like going out and stuff. I get a little bit more like exact with it, but I do use the Revlon Brow Fantasy. I don't know if you can see that, but it's what I've used for years, and it's just like the only brow pencil that I really like. And it also comes with like this end has gel, so you can kind of also brush through your brows and gel them in place, and then they don't move, because I don't know if anyone else gets this, but my eyebrows will like stick up funny, and it's just insufferable. So So I just follow my natural shape to my brow for the most part. And then there are certain areas that I will fill in a little bit more just to make my brows look more even and exact. I do just try to make them look, you know, pretty natural. All right, so that's the brows done. And then we go in with this gel. We just brush through the brows, and it helps fill them in, like maybe a couple spots that you miss, and it just keeps them in place so that you won't have crazy eyebrows throughout the day or the night. So when I got home, I worked out because I knew I was going on this date and I like to work out. So I had showered and had a quick nap. So my hair is a bit of a nightmare as well, but we're gonna get into that in a minute. So then we just do some mascara. Which I use the Dior Show mascara. It's what I've used for years. And I just love it. Go in, and I really try to like roll down like deep into the roots to get some lift. I've never curled my eyebrows before. I know a lot of people swear by it. I just have never really gotten into it. And then do the bottom lash line. And once again, I'm just messing up my makeup left, right, and center tonight. But this is the final product. All right,